Hi Scorpio, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this lunar eclipse Taurus full moon tarot reading. That lunar eclipse does occur on October 28th, 2023 at 5 degrees of Taurus. The moon is sitting in Taurus and your sun is sitting across the sky in Scorpio at that same 5 degrees. And this occurs at 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Scorpio, you all already know, you've heard me say this a lot of times. I am happy that we are coming to this culmination point of ours. I call that because I'm a sun moon Scorpio. Ours and Taurus's final eclipse here from these last 18 months that started in November of 2021. So looking back over these last 18 months, where is it that you have come in those themes of Taurus, right? Your possessions, your job, your career, but also where is it that your self-worth and your livelihood take place, right? And in Scorpio, it also is dealing with your inner feelings of all these themes, as well as other people's money and those deep rooted truths that come with those. All right, so let's get right into it, Scorpio. Before we do, thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. It lets me know that these readings are resonating with you. And thank you to each and every one of you who take the time to comment. I really appreciate it. It really makes my day. I make sure and respond back to anyone and everyone. So thank you so much for everyone who comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this eclipse season is going for you. Scorpio, I know this has been a tumultuous last 18 months, a lot of ups and downs, but I do think that this Taurus eclipse is going to highlight some really important points for all of us. And with this being your solar return time, be ready for some major culminations that I think is really going to help you in the upcoming months. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. You start off with the Four of Swords. Heck yeah, Four of Swords, needing to rest. I hear that, Scorpio. King of Swords, also in the upright. Five of Wands in the upright, and Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So let's go ahead, Scorpio, and let's pull a card that is going to signify where you need to focus for this entire eclipse season. Remember, we did have that Libra eclipse, new moon, solar eclipse on October 14th. So relationships are definitely going to be part of this eclipse season, part of this eclipse season. So let's go ahead. Let's find where it is that Spirit wants you to focus. Where is it that you possibly need to purge out or be through with an area of your life, or just get more insight in that area for this eclipse season. And you have the Seven of Cups. Love this depiction of the Seven of Cups, Scorpio, because I do think that many of us have been presented with so many opportunities over these last 18 months. And I do think as you are coming into this eclipse full moon, you are going to be presented with so many ideas, Scorpio. I do think that many of us have been looking at where is it in our life that maybe we need to start anew? Where is it that maybe we need to get some more emotional some support from people, but also where is it that you can stop worrying about all of the balls in the air? And I do think that's going to be something that is really important for everyone, but especially you all, Scorpio, because I do think that many times we carry a lot of burden in our mind and in our psyche without telling anybody. And I think that Seven of Cups is telling you, like, you have a lot of options, but at this time you just need to kind of sit with them. Don't rush into anything quite yet, because during eclipse season is not always the best time to make long range plans. Okay, now this is an overarching theme card, and look at that, you have the Hangman in reverse, which suggests what? Being able to see clearly, being able to look at things in a different way. I do think that kind of stemming off of that Seven of Cups, you have so many options, but this Hanging Man in the reverse is suggesting you no longer are looking at things kind of confused, or you're no longer having this, well, I don't really understand what this means type attitude. And I think that that's really important for Scorpios, because I often think that Scorpios tend to have this mindset that they need to figure out everything. We're kind of like the investigators. We want to know the truth. We want to know the why behind everything. And I feel like that Hanging Man and the Seven of Cups is like, okay, you might not need to know everything right now, but you're going to start learning things as we go along. So I think that's good. All right, Scorpio, so you start off here with the King of Swords and the Four of Swords. So this is literally clarity and rest. Like, that's really all these two cards are signifying. And I do think that at this time, Scorpio, as we come into this realization or this culmination of where we have been over the last 18 months, many of you are going to find clarity like you have never seen before. I do feel like once we move into this period of, Mercury, Mars, and the Sun are all in your sign right now, as well as that Taurus full moon, there is this moment where we're going to be like there's going to be a time that you can actually rest. I feel like we're going to be able to take a deep breath because this clarity comes in. I feel like some crystal clarity is going to come in for many of us, Scorpio, and I think that's such a relief, because I think sometimes Scorpio is very murky and dark and mysterious, right? And I do think that clarity is not something that you usually get with Scorpio, but I do feel like during this full moon, we are definitely going to receive it. And I think it's going to stem around people and relationships. I do think that other people's money is going to be really big here, and other people's money could be like debt or owing some bills or owing some people. But I also think this debt could be more like feeling like you owe a group of people like your time or your resources. And a lot of this goes back to your career, your job. Where is it that you're with a group of people, and your financial outlook, especially those that have to deal with your paycheck, like money that affects your family and resources and what you bring home. I think there's going to be clarity around these topics. And I think, Scorpio, for me personally, what I have noticed over these last 18 months is that what began as like in 2021 and into 2022, when I was more concerned about, the people I work for, the people I was working with, and how things didn't seem fair, or the things that were fair seemed like they were only skewed towards a certain group of people, or whatever was the conversations I was having in my head. I feel like that clarity now is like, Ronique, you didn't need to be there. You didn't need to be with those people, or whatever the census is now. I really feel like that Hanging Man is me. I really feel like at this point in your life, Scorpio, it's time to look back and say, you know what? I have so many options. I have so many options that I do not need to stay anywhere where I'm not appreciated or I'm not valued, or I need to just take some time for myself with that resting Four of Swords, get my clarity, get my ducks in a row, and move on from any people or organizations that are no longer there for your highest good, okay? And I do feel like once you clear out of Scorpio season and move into Sag season and into Capricorn, I do think some of this is going to become really clear, okay? So really good to see, Scorpio. I think you're moving on from kind of all that old baggage. I look forward to hear how your Taurus full moon eclipse went. I'll talk to you later.